I'm Chris Duke, and today on Motorz we're going to show you how to install auxiliary lights. Hey, welcome to Motorz. Today we're going to be focusing on auxiliary lights for both on and off-road use. Now, as you know, there's many different ways to mount lights like these. You can mount them on the front or the rear, even on the top. Now, one of the two project vehicles we're going to be working on today is our Ford F-350, which already has a bumper on the front with mounting locations. Now, our F-150, well, there's just nowhere to put them, so we went to n-fab in Texas, and they make all sorts of light bars for various trucks and SUVs, such as this pre-runner right here. They make it for both front and rear of vehicles. But the one that we're going to be installing today is on our F-150 right here. This is for the front. It's got 4 mounting locations and comes from the factory powder coated in black, and you can also custom order other colors. Hella's Rally 4000 series lights are known around the world for their strength, durability, and light output. Variants of this lamp have been used in the Hella program for close to 20 years. They've been used around the world on rigs, race cars, Baja trucks, motorcycles, and even trains. But not everyone has an off-road vehicle for huge lights like that, so Hella took their same FF technology and put it into a smaller, lighter, and easier to mount square light called the Micro FF, which has a compact design with awesome output, not only looks great on a truck, but on a car as well. And finally, we have Hella's Rally 500 FF light. You're probably used to seeing these lights just about everywhere for good reason. The 500 FF light has been Hella's #1 selling light in the US for over 20 years and has changed very little until recently, but more on that later. Now, the tools you're going to need from the Sears Blue Tool crew for an installation such as this include screwdrivers, a 6mm Allen wrench. You're going to need that for aiming those Hella 4000 lights, a ratchet, various sockets, combination of wrenches, and for electrical you're going to need wire strippers and crimpers, as well as a test light, some electrical tape, and you can use butt connectors or you can solder your wires, and finally you're going to need a drill to secure down those relays. Mounting lights in your vehicle could actually be a fairly easy thing to do. It's hooking up all the wiring that could be kind of a pain. So here's an overview of how to do exactly that. Now, Hella provides a relay as well as a relay wiring harness that plugs right into the back. There's a red wire that goes to your battery, a blue wire, which in the case of this Hella kit, goes to ground. Now, the black wire provides power to your light, and on the back of the light there's also another blue wire that goes to ground. Now, going back to our relay, we've got one more wire, this yellow one, that goes to our switch. Now, on the back of our switch there's 3 terminals. The yellow wire from our relay goes on the middle one. On the outer silver terminal, that connects up to the aqua wire, which goes to 12-volt constant or switched power. On the outer brass colored terminal, that goes to our blue one, which goes to ground. Now, once you have everything hooked up, all you need to do is flip the switch and you should have some light. Now, depending on the kit that you're installing, the color of the wires may be a little bit different, but everything is hooked up pretty much the same way.
Hi, I'm Nate with Sears Tools. Let me tell you about the Blue Tool crew. We know tools. With over 400 national brands and over 30,000 products, we can help you find the tools you need. Shop with us at your local store, online at sears.com/tools, or with the latest Sears Tools catalog. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. And if you have any questions, give us a call at 877-4BLUE-CREW.
Hella was one of the innovators of the modern freeform or FF style reflectors commonly used in the market today. Being a supplier of lights to BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes, and many others, Hella often takes the same technology and uses it in their off-road lights. They use proprietary software called Helios to determine the best optics through computer simulation. There's a ton of engineering behind Hella's lights, and it shows every time you flip the switch. The 4000 FF Xenon light is Hella's flagship lamp, seen on more than half of the winning trophy trucks in the Baja 1000. Hella used their indestructible die-cast metal housing and put a newly designed FF reflector inside for blinding output. It uses a ballast that Hella produces for OE Xenon headlights, an OE quality Xenon capsule, and they wrap it all up with black powder coating along with Hella's patented red trim ring. This version of the light was sent to us as a pre-production unit with the ballast external to the light housing. In the production model, it's built right in. To aim the 4000 FF lights, just grab a 6mm Allen wrench and give it a turn. To mount Hella's Rally 4000 xenon lamp on our Super Duty is pretty easy because this bumper's already got these great mounting locations. So we're going to use the supplied hardware to secure it down right there, and then we're going to use the supplied wiring and relay to wire up the rest of it. We're going to put the ballast as well as the relay inside the engine compartment and then run another wire in through the firewall for our dash mounted switch. We mounted this rocker switch on our fuse panel cover, and now we got to wire it up. So we're going to take one of these and we're going to hook it up to our fuse panel to switch 12-volt power, wire another one up to ground, and we're going to take the third wire and we're going to fish it through our firewall so we can hook it up to our relay in the engine compartment. We found a good spot for our ballast on the driver's side, just below our air filter. And now we just need to hook it up to our relay, which is over on the passenger side. On our F-150's front light bar, we'll be installing 2 of Hella's micro FFs as well as 2 of their 500 FFs. The square micro FFs are available in a driving beam as well as a fog beam. It uses 55-watt H3 bulbs for great output while being SAE compliant for on-road use. Now the traditional 500 FFs will be located on the outside of our light bar. People have always loved the size of this lamp, but it was in need of a fresh look. So Hella took all the same components that have been proven to be bulletproof over the years and put them inside of a brand new free-form reflector. This cosmetic change also gave the light a cleaner and brighter beam pattern. They still sell the traditional Rally 500, which is a proven classic. Like all Hella light kits, the micro FFs and the 500 FFs come complete with the wiring, switch, bulbs, covers, and relay. Our n-fab light bar connects to our F-150's bumper frame right here using the supplied hardware, but there's something in the way. It's this little honeycomb grill. It's pretty easy to remove. You just grab hold of it and rip it out. Got one on this side, one on the other side, and right back here is this hole. That's where it's going to mount, right through there. Mount the light bar to the truck using the supplied 15/16 bolt, and you just want to hand tighten this for now, and once you've got a hand tighten, go back in and tighten it with a 15/16 socket. Now that we've got our n-fab light bar installed, it's time to mount our lights. We've decided to put our fog lights right here in the middle, just like that, and our driving lights on the outside. It just looks a lot more balanced that way. So now we're going to go ahead and mount them and wire them up. After securing all of our Hella lights to our n-fab light bar, we can go ahead and hook it up using the provided switch, wiring, and relays, just like we did on our Super Duty. Now, for more than 20 years, the Truck Jam franchise has been invading Southern California with the hottest car and truck shows, and today's show is no exception. We're at California Jam at the Park in Anaheim, California to check out all the hottest rides that Southern California has to offer. They've got late model vehicles like the ones we work on the show, as well as a bunch of classics and motorcycles and everything else. So let's go check them out. I'm here with Pierre Hoffman, who's the president of California Jam Events, and we've been coming to this show for years. We're going to ask him what's going on with this show this year and in the future. So, Pierre, what's going on here today?
Well, today we're having California Jam at the Park. It's hot rods, cars, and trucks, and pretty much any kind of vehicle you can imagine is here. So you have motorcycles, trikes, semi-trucks, hot rods, you name it. So we just try to make a park to where everybody from every different field can come out and enjoy it.
It's a one-day event.
Yeah, it's a one-day event. We are thinking about possibly doing a two-day event as far as doing a truck show one day and then the California Jam at the Park the next day.
Okay. Now, what do you got lined up for the future?
Well, we actually have a couple of things. We're doing some very unique trophies. We're doing laser engraved trophies, and the best of show actually gets their car in a rendering, and we actually create a trophy that will be rendering of their vehicle in a trophy.
That's pretty cool. Well, thanks for having us back every year. We appreciate it, and let's go check out some more rides, eh?
Well, let's go.
All right.
So Motorz TV, they're actually covering the event. I'm going to let him come up here and kind of talk about his TV show that he has, and then he's going to give out his Choice Award.
Thank you. Hey, Motorz TV is a show. It's a DIY show. We have it on TV every Sunday morning. It's also on the internet. And it's a half-hour show. We show you how to do things to your vehicle from late models, and we're going to start doing some classics as well. So stay tuned for some classic action, but I appreciate all the stuff that you guys have done to your vehicles. We checked out every single one of them, and it was unanimous. The Motorz TV Choice Award goes to a 1956 F-100, number 135, Slate Hawks. That's why we were lingering so long. Thanks, you block. Appreciate it. It's time for Parts, brought to you by the Sears Blue Tool crew. There are several different kinds of torque wrenches you can buy from the Sears Blue Tool crew. You have the type that click, the beam type, which has a gauge and a pointer, and there's a dial type. Now, a newer type is the digital torque wrench. The benefit to having one of these bad boys is it can not only torque in foot-pounds, inch-pounds, and newton-meters, but it's also extremely easy to use. There's no twisting or moving of dials. You just press the buttons to dial it in, and when you reach the amount of torque, there are LEDs that light up to indicate that you're getting close, ending with an audible beep when the specified torque is finally reached. While most mechanical torque wrenches are accurate within 3%, this one's accurate within 2%. This half-inch drive Craftsman electronic torque wrench can adjust quickly from 20 to 200 foot-pounds, 240 to 2400 inch-pounds, and 27.1 to 271.2 newton-meters. It also comes with a handy case and is available as a 3/8 drive digital torque wrench. On Motorz, we've shown you how to install products on your ride that make it handle and perform better. Now, when you make changes to your vehicle that improve power, your vehicle naturally becomes faster. As a result, you need more stopping power. With Bear Brake's Pro Plus brake kit, you can greatly improve your stopping power with its awesome 6-piston calipers and large 13 or 14-inch diameter zinc-coated rotors that are vented, slotted, and cross-drilled to dissipate heat. These calipers use the same pads as C6 and C5 Corvettes, so you can get new pads at most automotive retailers. They're DOT approved and come in a variety of powder-coated colors, including red, black, silver, and many more. These kits include all the necessary mounting brackets and hardware that you need, including stainless steel braided hoses. And they're DOT approved, so they're legal in all 50 states. Now, Bear Brakes makes front and rear brake kits for many applications. And you want to check out a future episode of Motorz where our Mustang GT project vehicle is going to get more stopping power with this Bear Brake Pro Plus brake kit. Hey, you want to add some quick on-demand horsepower to your ride? Then you should check out Nitrous Express. They make many different types of nitrous systems for many different applications, including cars, trucks, motorcycles, watercraft, well, basically anything with a motor, including RC cars. Now here we have their direct fit nitrous system for the S-197 3-valve Ford Mustang GT. This is a dual stage wet nitrous plate system that includes everything you'll need for the installation, including a 10-pound bottle with a billet valve and liquid-filled pressure gauge. It also is adjustable from 50 to 300 horsepower in 25 horsepower increments. Now, Nitrous Express systems are tailor-made in the USA to fit your application. Now, look for a future episode of Motorz where we show you how to install this system. Now, for more information on any of the products that I just mentioned in this episode, please visit our website and click on the Parts button. Letters, brought to you by truckblog.com. Hey, welcome to Letters. Now, if you'd like more information about Motorz between episodes, head on over to twitter.com/Motorz or facebook.com/Motorz and follow me or add me as a friend. There's a lot of stuff that we put up, especially at Facebook, such as photos and videos that you can't see anywhere else, and you can find out what we're doing almost on a daily basis. Now, if you have some questions, head on over to our forums at the website. We've got a large community of automotive enthusiasts who are there to help you out. Now, our first letter is from Hunter, who writes, "Hey Chris, first off, the show is amazing. I'm learning new things every time I watch. My question is, when are you guys going to do a nitrous installation?" Well, Hunter, later on this season, we're going to show you how to install a nitrous system from Nitrous Express on a S-197 Ford Mustang GT, so keep on watching. Now, Sam Harper from Wisconsin writes, "I've got a 1997 Saturn SC1 and I was wondering how I could add horsepower without breaking the bank." Well, Sam, you can add a cold air intake as well as a high flow exhaust kit, and you can also put on some E3 spark plugs with a high output coil. Now, if your engine isn't turbocharged, you can also go with a nitrous oxide kit. Now, Suleman from Virginia writes, "What is better to put on a 2010 Mustang V6, an H-pipe or an X-pipe? Does anyone in particular give more horsepower?" Well, so when we looked into this, and both of them give up to about 25 horsepower, so it doesn't really matter which one you go with. But what I do recommend is that once you do pick a manufacturer that you're going to go with, check out the specs just to see if there are any differences. And finally, Max, who's just 11 years young, writes, "First of all, your show is awesome. Thanks, Max. And I want to know what you do with all the cars and trucks when you're done with them. They're so cool and probably worth a lot. Now, if you're still shooting the show when I grow up, I'd be happy to buy one. Well, Max, sadly that probably won't be possible because we get our vehicles directly from the manufacturer, so once we're done building them up, we have to crush them. I'm just kidding. They're actually owned by friends and crew members of the show. Now, if you're like Max and you want to have your letter read on the show, just head on over to our website. Check out the Motorz TV website to watch all of your favorite episodes and more, and talk with other viewers online in our popular forums area. Catch the latest news and information surrounding the show, as well as the entire automotive industry. Take Motorz with you on the road with our free app available for the iPhone and iPod Touch, and win free parts by entering in our monthly giveaway. It's all right here at www.motorz.tv. Installing auxiliary lights on your vehicle is actually pretty easy to do, but you do need to take your time when it comes to the wiring. That part can get pretty tricky. Now, for more information on all of Hella's lights, just go to myhellalights.com. And for more information on n-fab's light bars, or any of the tools that we use from the Sears Blue Tool crew on our show, or to watch more episodes of Motorz, just head on over to our website. We'll catch you next week on Motorz. Welcome to Motorz. Today we're going to be focusing on auxiliary lighting, and I forgot what I was going to say. I'm Ron Burgundy. So, blah-de-blah-de-blah. These big 4000 FF things are big and they're crafty, swirly. Okay. On the back has this thing. That's Zoot!